This city is very special, and I have a very special person with me. He's the Mayor of Houston, Mr. Sylvester Turner. Mr. Turner, good morning.
Good morning.
And I've been here for the last 48 hours, and I've been able to speak to different people. And from the time I landed at New York to the time I reached Houston, it took me some time. I had to get off at Dallas because of the thunderstorm, and it took me some time to get here. Everyone's talking about the Super Bowl Sunday at the NRG Stadium.
It is a Super Bowl Sunday. Look, when you have the Prime Minister Modi come up, being in the city of Houston, along with the President of the United States, there will be several governors, senators, a lot of congresspersons, over 50,000 plus in the stadium. This is a major event, and quite frankly, we are treating it as a Super Bowl event.
Well, I've been speaking to the organizers, the people who put this show together. They're the volunteers. There are hundreds of groups who did this, but how did they pull it off? I mean, we're amazed by the scale at which this event is unfolding.
They have been organizing and preparing for this event for quite some time, and I will say they have done an excellent job. And so logistically, things have all been mapped out to the T. How people will come in, how people will go out, security, we're taking this is very, very, very major. The planning of this event in terms from the time the Prime Minister arrives in the city of Houston until the time he leaves. Every single detail has been planned out because we want it to go very smoothly, and we want people to enjoy themselves, and we really, we want to showcase, I would say, the city of Houston, let me put that.
And two key parts of this visit of the Indian Prime Minister to this city. For us, it connects because, of course, there is you have the largest Indian American community. We like investment, we like development, and that's the theme in India. And that's what the Prime Minister is trying to do, bring in some investment and take something back from here as well. When you talk about the special relationship that India shares with the US, and specifically with Houston now, we're looking at investment. What is Houston looking at?
Well, we're looking at building on the relationship between the two. This is the energy capital of the world. Some of the first people that he will be visiting with will pertain to the energy sector. The United States now is a major exporter, energy exporter. Gas, LNG, are critical components, so that's important. The focus for us, the city of Houston, is on startups, technology, and innovation. There's no question that India, when it comes to innovation and startups, technology, leading the way. So there are some synergies between the two. When we were in India in November of 2018, it was on a business trading relationship, enhancing trade, cultural activities between the two, exchanges between the two. The largest medical center in the world is right here in the city of Houston. And of course, the exchange of ideas, professionals, expertise between the two, even on the healthcare delivery system. And then we talked in November of 2018 when I was there about a direct flight from India to the city of Houston.
We needed that this time.
It would save a lot of time, and it would enhance trade, tourism between the two, because it would cut down on the amount of time to travel between the two. So there are a number of things that are important. And of course, when you have 200,000 plus Indo-Americans right here in the city of Houston, the relationship is a growing one.
And I want to ask you, because some of the terms that even American citizens that we've been sort of discussing with, influencers and lawmakers, some of the terms they use when describing the Prime Minister of India, very popular. They know that he's very popular. They know that he's powerful, influential. The fact that Donald Trump will be there, the US president, it says a lot about the kind of relationship that India and US share. But I want to hear from you, because you've also closely worked with Indian Americans and the government of India. What does this Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, mean to the US and also to Houston as a city?
Well, he became the Prime Minister in 2014, and everyone watched his rise, but his involvement goes way back before then. And then, of course, in 2019, and the reforms that he's wanting to put in place, enhancing the economic status of India and building those international global relationships. The city of Houston, for us, we are a global international city, but you can't really fulfill that mission unless you establish strong ties with a global international player like India. We respect the fact that they represent our fourth leading trading partner, but we also want to grow on that. And so there are a lot of synergies between India and Houston, whether it's in the energy sector, the healthcare delivery sector, whether it's in terms of cultural exchanges. Bear in mind, the largest university in the city of Houston, University of Houston, is run by someone from India, Renee Couture. So even from an academic, educational point of view, there are some strong ties. And she's doing some work at the request of the Prime Minister in India herself. So the relationship is a good one, but there's a lot of room for it to be expanded and for it to grow. The very fact that he's chosen to come to the city of Houston, I think, points out to the significance that the city of Houston plays in the relationship between the United States and India.
Well, absolutely. And one last question. You spoke of the contribution of the Indian American community. And, doctors, IT, industry. And last evening, interestingly, I was at 2 or 3 community events, and it was almost like I was back in India. There was a closed-door event, and there was a cultural program, what we call Garba, in a state in India, in Gujarat. Of course, a lot of people from that region in India. But it almost seemed like it was home away from home, when you look at the community and the sense of togetherness that they have to make this event happen and bring it here to Houston.
And that is a good thing. What we say in this city, literally you can travel around this city on any given day and feel as though you have traveled around the globe. You can be from India and feel right at home in the city of Houston. We are the 4th largest city, but we are the most diverse city. And so we want people to feel as though they are at home and be proud Houstonians, but recognize that that connection between the two doesn't have to disappear. It doesn't have to go away. We want that cultural identification to exist within our city. We want people to feel at home. And so that's a part of being diverse and being inclusive all at the same time.
Absolutely. And look forward to also meeting you tomorrow. Will you be there will you be welcoming the Prime Minister?
I will be there tomorrow. I will be providing some greetings tomorrow, welcoming the Prime Minister to the city of Houston. Look, there's no way I'm going to miss the event.
Well, absolutely.
I mean, this is a major event for the city of Houston, and we are honored and humbled by the fact that the Prime Minister chose to come right here to the city.
Well, it's no small deal to have 50,000 people under one roof and have both Donald Trump, the U.S. President, and the Prime Minister. Mr. Turner, a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you for speaking to Republic TV this morning. Look forward to speaking to you at the event tomorrow.
Well, welcome to Super Bowl Sunday.
Absolutely. Thank you. And handing it back to you for now. And we will be live getting you the other aspects of the Howdy Modi event from Houston. Handing it back to you.